Sad news. Tony Dow, who played Wally on Leave It to Beaver, who we interviewed in 2018, has passed away. Rest in peace. Also, Nichelle Nichols, who played Lieutenant Uhura on the original Star Trek, has passed away. She was on our show twice. Rest in peace. We cover Krofft Kon, the bizarre world of Sid and Marty Krofft, with special guests from Land of the Lost. It's Wesley Eure and Kathy Coleman. From the Munsters in Lidsville, it's Butch Patrick. That and more tonight on Reality Check TV. Tonight on Reality Check.
Is melting before your eyes right here. Well, that was pretty damn stupid. What planet are we in right now? Are you on Reality Check?
Hi, I'm Christopher Knight, and you're watching Reality Check TV.
Well, Reality Check is back with a vengeance. And what better way to kickstart Reality Check than right here in Orinda, California, with the Sid and Marty Krofft Festival. 50 years, can you believe it? And everyone's here, including
yours truly.
There he is.
It's a reunion tour.
It is.
How you doing, Lenny? Good to see you.
Hi, assholes. Nice to be back.
All right, nice job. All right.
Yeah, the two super villains here.
Oh my God. Zoom in on my Big Mac. A little higher. Yeah, the buckle.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude, come on.
There's your broom here.
That's a hot rod.
Yeah.
That's the hot rod right there. I wish we get a fluid on that. Drive all the way here.
How you doing, Reality Check?
Yeah, so what's happening? This is a great thing here.
Yeah, isn't this is so much fun. Sid and Marty Krofft Con.
I know, and you're one of the instigators.
I help do all the online marketing and stuff, and yeah, this is as much my childhood as Kiss was.
That's right, yeah.
I mean,
childhood idols, this is kind of cool.
well, this is about as cool as Meet and Kiss. I mean, and look at this. They built like Living Island. They created a whole atmosphere. It wasn't just a bunch of tables. Yeah.
A little bit of your magic touch too.
Yeah. Listen, I gave him my 2 cents, but this all falls on Derek, who put this together.
I'm here with the very talented Sharon Baird, who worked behind the scenes on some of the Krofft shows back in the day.
On a lot of the Krofft shows, yes, I did. In disguise.
Yes. You're always in disguise, but you help work some magic.
Well, I got some glamour roles. I got Funky Rat, Stupid Bat, Raunchy Rabbit. You know, they were pretty glamorous.
Yeah, you were Pufnstuf's sister. You wore that costume?
Shirley Pufnstuff. That was kind of like a Shirley Temple character. Yes. And Judy the Frog, kind of a Judy Garland character. So I got some glamour in there.
So your first break in television was being on the Mickey Mouse Club as a Mouseketeer?
Well, actually, when I was 7 years old, I was on, you probably won't even know this name, Eddie Cantor. Okay, I was under contract to him, and we did the Colgate Comedy Hour. And he had my legs insured for $50,000 at Lloyd's of London. So we'd have to check with him anytime we wanted to go somewhere. But I learned a lot from him in front of a live audience.
So how did you become a Mouseketeer?
I was doing a film with Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis called Artists and Models. And in those days, you had to go to Capitol Records to pre-record the song that you were doing in the movie. And while I was there, Jimmy Dodd, who was the leader of the Mickey Mouse Club, was doing a recording session. And he saw me there and recommended me to Disney. So I had to go into Disney Studios and sing and dance for them, and got the job.
You knew the man, Mr. Walt Disney, didn't you?
Yes, he wanted us to call him Uncle Walt, but to this day, we still call him Mr. Disney because when we were kids back then, you called all adults Mr. or Mrs.
So what were some of your best memories on the Mickey Mouse Club or favorite moments?
Do you know who Annette Funicello?
Oh, who doesn't?
She was my best friend.
Oh, no kidding.
And she was more beautiful on the inside than she was on the outside. So I have wonderful memories of spending time with her, and we've remained friends until the day she passed away. I was with her then. We're still like a family. I still see several of the Mouseketeers. We just had a mini Mouseketeer reunion 2 months ago. I talked to Tommy, Cubby, Sherry, Bobby. You don't know who I'm talking about.
Bobby Burgess.
Oh, very good.
I remember Cubby. Yeah, like I said, I saw the syndicated reruns of the Mickey Mouse Club in the 70s. So I know the show really well. I watched it every day.
Cubby is still drumming. He travels with Bernadette Peters. Bobby, of course, did Lawrence Welk, but he still teaches cotillion dancing. We're like a family.
Yeah. Did you get any perks with Disneyland being a former Musketeer?
Well, I used to get a free pass to go in, but they stopped sending passes 2 years ago.
That's too bad. Yeah. But you're forever immortalized as a Mouseketeer. Now, are you still actively involved in show business?
No, I've retired and I live in Reno now. But I enjoy going to conventions like this and seeing people and reminiscing about wonderful memories.
Yeah, no, I saw, I think it was the E-Channel documentary on Puff and Stuff. You were talking about how hot some of the costumes were and how grueling it was at times.
Yes, and they were made of foam rubber, and then they had the big bright lights, and then they said, now dance. So it was like you were in a sauna. But and you couldn't see where you were going, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. You worked hard for your trade.
But it was fun. I enjoyed every moment of it.
We enjoyed watching it and bringing this fantasy world to life. It's always just captured our imaginations.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So I want to say thank you for what you've done.
Oh, thank you so much.
You enjoy the rest of Krofft Kon. It was such a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Who do? I do. Hold on. That's right. Got me my opera box.
It's been a long time. Well, here we are, Reality Check Stand, and wow, new era, new dawn. I'm back on camera again with my good friend here, Butch Patrick, and we are going to talk about what you're up to these days.
Well, it's not Dracula's castle.
That's right.
Today I'm in Orinda, California with the first ever Krofft Kon. I was on a Krofft show called Lidsville, and ever since I did that show, I always thought, wouldn't it be cool to get all the Krofft people that I know together for a show, and here we are finally doing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when it all came together, what were you thinking? Like, what kind of trivia were you going to bring to it? And what kind of presentations were you going to do?
Well, honestly, Derek, who runs the Orinda Theater, he was the key to this whole thing because he ran with it. He put it together, and the theater was perfect host for it. I knew that people would come out. I knew there was a fan base for it, and the combination of that and me contacting a few of the celebs to help him out, we came up with a winning formula, and everybody seems to be really happy.
Cool. So when the fans are coming up, is it sort of like 50-50 Munsters and Krofft, or what are people mainly asking you about today?
It's about 50-50. Yeah. Cool. And that's okay. You know, that literally is. I thought about it. Is it going to be Krofft exclusively? But Johnny had brought some of his stuff from his other shows, and everybody else did too. So it's a Krofft Kon with all the characters. But because you're on a Krofft show, that doesn't eliminate you from having other interesting things in your career.
Exactly.
So it worked out well.
So speaking of interesting things in your career, a former star of Reality Check TV when we went to the famous Dracula tour in Transylvania.
That was one of actually my sister, who is a big fan of what I do. She said that is the only thing that she's jealous of, that we went to Dracula's castle. She wants to go to Dracula's castle, and what a trip it was.
Indeed. We had some misadventures and adventures during that trip, that's for sure. Going to the castle itself and going to that bingo parlor.
Oh, God. We went out. I remember when we went into the club and the couple shut down the bar and took us for a tour.
Yes,
yeah. That was amazing. It was almost like Young Frankenstein when you hear the music and Frankenstein follows the violin. Well, we heard music in downtown what the hell? Bucharest. Bucharest, and we followed the music, and here we're in an underground nightclub with nobody in it except us and the two people that ran it, and they shut it down and took us for a tour.
Right. And it was my birthday, I remember that.
Your birthday.
Yeah, so we ended up at like another bar, and we kept going to different bars in Budapest for quite the underground tour.
Oh, yeah. Then we went to a bar, they brought us a bunch of booze we didn't want, then we saw two big bouncers at the door saying, "You ain't leaving until you buy that booze." Well, I guess we've been had.
Yes, we were. Definitely.
Perfect tourists.
So what have you been up to lately, besides being at the fabulous Krofft Kon?
Well, I travel around the country with my Munster coach and my Dragula, my Gearhead. I'm a member of a car club, and I enjoy going out and meeting people, and it works out really, really well with having the Munster coach. And there's a new Rob Zombie Munsters movie in production, and that's adding a whole new generation of people and new fan base. We've already had a big fan base, but Rob's participation has really helped too.
So Rob's doing like a sort of a takeoff on Munsters, or it's going to be like a Munsters tribute?
No, it's a feature film about the Munsters, and he's a huge fan and always has been, and a collector, and he's a great filmmaker. But he's made a PG Munsters version of the. It's not a remake of the Munsters show, because that's not really ever going to happen. But his version of it and his people in it, and it's great. I've seen little tidbits of it, and I'm really happy with it.
Cool. And I was seeing on YouTube about the cars that you've got and the Munster mobiles. That's amazing.
Yeah. I'm very blessed to be able to find a niche and go out and do car shows and do this and do that and go to racetracks and meet the people and living the dream. Living the dream.
And tell the kids out there with the cars, are those some of the original ones, or are these reproductions?
No, they're reproductions. The original is in a museum in Orlando. Doesn't run, and the original Dragula is in my car club, so I do have access to that one.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that is. It's very cool. So we're in good shape with the cars.
All right, that sounds cool. And for your own productions that you're doing, besides working up with Rob Zombie, anything else that you can tell the kids about that they can look up and find you doing cool stuff?
Well, it's really easy. Just most of the stuff that I do is listed on Munsters.com, and that's whether it's a movie or this or that or my travels. And it leads to all my YouTube channels and Facebook and Instagram and all that Twitter stuff.
Okay, right on.
You must have.
That's right. You must have that. All right, cool. Well, hey, it's great to see you again.
Great to see you, man. Let's do it again. Let's not wait 15 years.
No. We're off to Transylvania, so we'll see you then. Yes. Blah, blah, blah.
Just the stunt doubles here. Yeah.
They're cloning these broads.
Yeah.
From the golden age of television.
Oh, no!
Pat McCormack.
My brother Danny. How are you?
Yeah, the old Santa Cruz alumni in the house. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm here to support my buddy Derek Zemrak and his first ever Krofft Kon. Incredible turnout.
Definitely the right place for you. So tell people about your retro TV trivia show.
Yeah, it's what it's called, but it's actually a subsidiary of Golden Rage of TV, which I did as a musical tribute to all the classic TV themes, and this kind of came out of that, where I just became a talking head because I blew my ears out. It's half your fault, Dan. He said, "Come on, you got to play that metal stuff," and it's like, I did. And now look what it's done to me. What?
Yeah, man. I definitely you got to have me on there sometime. I know a lot of TV trivia.
Oh well, we should do something.
Yeah, we should totally do something.
Yeah, so that's just it. I pay tribute to these fine folks.
Yeah, I'm an encyclopedia of useless knowledge.
Pretty much me too. That's why we get along so well. Can't you tell? Yeah, it's this Shipman guy. I don't know. One of my favorite.
Yeah.
There's cousin stuff.
Hi there!
Program, we have some very special announcements to make. And the first one I want to introduce to you, the mayor of Orinda. California.
Presentation, so you know.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Sid, you'll come up first. We have puppet stuff.
Oh man, what a good looking crowd. Y'all are beautiful. Oh, hi there. Hello.
The one and only Marty Krofft, man, being honored 50 years of greatness, man. How's it feel?
Tired.
Yeah, I'll bet. But I mean, you're getting so much love from all these great fans.
Yeah, I'm lucky. We're lucky. The fans still love us.
Yeah.
We must have done something right.
Yeah. Just amazing. Now, like a lot of these shows you made, you know, I mean, they weren't just exclusive to children. Anybody could join them, couldn't they?
Well, you know, that was up to them. When we did all the shows, every kid in America saw them. There were only 3 networks.
I know you produced the Donnie and Marie show. Now, I've always wanted to know this. How does typically one episode of a variety show, how is it like made and shot?
The same way you shoot anything, with cameras. You know, that's how it's shot.
Right. Well, like I'm guessing the comedy skits were in a studio, then the live performances were in front of an audience.
They were all in front of an audience.
All of them, even the comedy sketches?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Even though they might have not been funny.
Well, I thought they were. I thought they were very entertaining. Okay.
I was only kidding.
Yeah. Well, the Brady Bunch hour was in front. Was that in front of a live audience too?
Yes. Yeah, we did all our variety shows in front of a live audience.
And how long did it take to make just one?
Well, a couple of weeks. You know, to shoot it, we ultimately shoot it in a couple of days.
So there'd be like a different audience every night.
Well, yeah.
Now, everyone. Now, you know, everyone always asks. Maybe you can address the issue. Like people who watch Puff and stuff in Lidsville and stuff. They always like ask about the drug culture references. How do you feel about that?
I feel that if we took that many drugs, we'd be dead today.
Yeah.
So it's all a fantasy.
Yeah, it's a fantasy on their part.
Right. Now the audience, I don't know what they were doing. They might have been doing the drugs.
Yeah. Now, do you get a lot of interesting trivia from the fans? What are some of the stuff fans typically ask you about?
How many drugs do we do?
Yeah. That's something everyone always seems to ask.
Always. As of an hour ago, and as of right now, you asked.
Yeah. Well, I didn't directly ask. I indirectly asked because people always bring that up.
That's right.
But I'd like to hear from the truth from the man himself.
Well, there's no truth here. You know, that you can't do shows and be stoned.
Yeah.
You know, what do you wind up doing?
But God, you keep up with so many iconic characters.
Well, that's what we're good at. We had likable characters on all our shows.
Yeah. Now, why were Puff and Stuff and Lidsville? They were both like one season each. Why was that?
That's how it works in network television. A programming guy gets fired, and the new guy comes in. And the new guy doesn't like what you got.
Yeah, but obviously the public did because they stayed in reruns forever and are still like beloved today.
That's right. You can't kill our shows with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
And I leave it with that.
Okay, here I am, sandwiched between 2 creative geniuses. So nice to be with you, Sid.
Now here's the amazing Sid Krofft, the legend, celebrating 50
Thank
years.
you. More than 50 years. You mean how old am I? Or do you mean how long have I been doing this?
Yeah. I guess it's how long.
82 years I've been in show business.
Wow.
82.
Yeah,
I was in vaudeville. I was in burlesque. I played old theaters like this all over the country. Yeah.
And then become one of the most influential TV shows ever. And I was asking your brother. I don't think this stuff was ever just for kids. I mean, it's for everyone to enjoy.
Oh yeah. I mean, we used to get over 10,000 letters a week, and they'd be from college kids, not even little kids. No, it was like a Saturday morning was a trip for everybody.
Yeah.
And did you see my shirt?
Yes.
I'm going to take you on a trip. Yeah.
Yes.
With my mushroom.
Yeah. Now, like the Puppet Stuff movie, which came out after the TV series. One thing I noticed about the Puppet Stuff movie, the Puppet Stuff theme is not in that movie. Why is that?
No, because we wanted something fresh. We already did the series, and this was like a follow-up. And there was a big hit song in it, that Mama Cass sang.
I'm wearing Max Sabbath, who's a joke that you guys got a student of the McDonald's Corporation for kind of like ripping off your style, didn't you?
That's right. Well, they didn't rip us off. They approached us to do McDonaldland, and they paid us. And in the middle of us designing McDonaldland, they said, okay, we're not going to do it, and it's fine. You can keep, the fee that they allowed us to do a whole presentation. And then 4 or 5 months later, there was McDonaldland, our designs. So we sued them and we won.
Now the TV variety shows you did, like Donnie and Maria, the Mandrell sisters, I always kind of thought that stuff was like shot part with an audience, part with not, but it was all with an audience. Is that right?
Yeah, we would just shoot half of it with an audience because we were on 2 sound stages, and when we did The Ice, of course there was not an audience there.
Yeah, I thought like the sketches probably didn't have an audience, right?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Your brother was telling me. No, it was an all-out audience, but like
No, don't listen to my brother.
Because I've learned, being a video editor myself, it's fine. Like now, I think I know how to do this, but I want to hear it from the horse's mouth himself.
Well, this is the horse's mouth.
Yeah, because I definitely like hearing all that stuff. Now, there was an album that came out in the mid-'90s, Saturday Morning Cartoons Greatest Hits, where a lot of your theme songs were covered.
Yeah. Well, our theme songs still live on. They're classics, And a lot of famous groups have recorded some of the songs.
Yeah, and speaking of, I didn't know that the Osmonds did all the music for your shows.
No, just for Captain Cool and the Kongs.
Yeah, Captain the Cool and the Kongs was that wasn't them doing the theme for Electro Woman and Dinah Girl and Wonder Bug and
yeah.
That was all the Osmonds.
Yes, that's right.
So that's Marie Osmond singing Electro Woman and Dinah Girl.
That's right. They still remember the songs, the characters, and here they are. They came to honor us today.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me.
They're honored to meet you, and we're honored to meet you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello, kids.
Hello. Yeah, I'm with Wesley and Kathy.
Hi
there. Yeah. Otherwise, Will and Holly Marshall.
Marshall, Will, and Holly, on a routine expedition, met the greatest earthquake ever known. High on the rapids, it struck their tiny raft, plunged them down 1,000 feet below, to the land of the lost. And Grumpy goes, roar.
Roar. Yeah. Right on the siblings from the show.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Will Marshall, and I was
Holly Marshall. I'm Wesley Eure. This is Kathy Coleman.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
I thought you were Holly and you were Will.
Well, yeah. Well, you know,
We trade off.
every once in a while. Yeah, I was the Sleestack once, and then I was a dinosaur, and then
Last week I was Chaka.
Yeah, she was
and now
Chaka
I'm
last
back
week.
home.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And you were actually Sigmund the Sea Monster three months ago. Yeah. Puppet stuff.
We have both been far out space now.
Yes.
So what are some of the most mind-blowing trivia you've heard from fans?
Well, the most amazing thing is they go, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're still alive."
We hear many great stories.
Kids watching, you know, everybody was.
You were part of our childhood, that kind of commentary. Comments.
Sitting around with a bowl of cereal in front of the TV on Saturday morning, watching, you know, Land of the Lost and Sigmund the Sea Monsters. So it's an honor. So thank you, fans out there, for remembering our little show. We appreciate it. We love you guys.
But like, you guys were always trying to get back to California, but like, what part of California were the Marshalls from?
We don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Now there was.
Some people do know because I've been with somebody that said it, that where we were from, and I don't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's for your imagination, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, I think there was the one episode. I think there was even though it was always about you guys trying to get home, there was one episode where you guys actually did make it home, but an alternate version.
Circle. It was the end of season 1, and they're going to air it in a few minutes here at Krofft Kon. So if you're in Krofft Kon, go watch.
I always felt like you guys really did make it home, but then the next season was the alternative version of you guys that had crashed there, right?
Exactly.
So there's different realities.
And thank you so much for stopping by today. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And now the star of their own horror film.
My bad jokes with his pride.
There we go. We're all together. Oh no.
We all know who they came to see.
Marty and Sid?
Yeah, them too. And thanks for making it. Scoop back.
I have a handler. I'm the mayor. I get one. This is my personal assistant, Bill. Hi there. Hi, how are you? Hi there. Oh, I love you too. I'm just gonna manhandle you a smidge. Okay. Woo! Hi there. I feel like I'm campaigning all over again. This is great. Hi there. Vote for me. Okay. Election's not for another couple months.
No, it's
Excuse me.
Isn't that great? Let's give it up for Puppet Stop.
Okay. Back to Living Island for me. See you later, everybody. Now I just gotta get my enormous noggin through these doors.
Okay, so now we're going to show an episode of Lidsville, followed by a Q&A with one of the stars of the show, Butch Patrick.